So now we've discussed the bill screen. We've talked some about the stocks in the top 10 groups. We know through documentation that leading groups and the leading stocks in those groups increases of our odds of profitability, and that's what we're after. I'd like to show you through my research, though, two screens I really lean on. I do a lot of back testing, and what I find is this: when I do a back test, I leave it open-ended, and all I put in there is a couple of constraints. All the stocks over $20 a share that trade more than 200,000 shares a day, and the last 3 months they were up 30 or 40%. That's it. Nothing else. And I run it. And it comes up with a list of stocks. Oh, by the way, I take ETFs off of there. I run it and I look at the list. I go through and I look at the earnings and sales growth on those stocks. And I came up with something remarkable. Most of the stocks, not all of them, but a good portion of the stocks that made really big moves over 2 or 3 month period of time had either last quarter's earnings up 40% or higher, or on average the last 2-quarter sales up 40%, 45% or higher. I combined those two variables together and made two separate screens with minimum price and volume constraints over the 50-day. One of them is called the 40% EPS screen. Last quarter's earnings were up 40% or higher. This one, the last 2 quarters sales were up 45% on higher on average. I run these two together, and then I make them and combine the results into one list. How do I sort it? Industry group rank first, percent off 52-week high second. And it constantly points out stocks that have the potential to make big moves. And how did I do it? Just by studying the past. Studying the past of past great winners. That's another screen, and that's another list that we produce.